Dude, let's all make a pact to get laid before the end of this podcast.
Right. Yeah. Welcome back to the Bobcast. Today we have the boys from the Cheese Parade Podcast and the Cheese Parade man himself. Please welcome Scott Bigos and George Mills.
How you doing, y'all?
What's up? Yeah.
Thanks for having us, man.
Of course. Thank you guys for coming. This is awesome.
I love it here.
Yeah, good.
You got a whiteboard. Mm-hmm. It looks like you're really cooking like in a comedy. It looks like you're building your life around. I can see it, you know?
I was going to say, dude, this place gives me your place.
I know. That's why I love it. You're my kind of guy. I can tell.
Yeah, dude.
You surround yourself with stuff you're working on.
Of course, you got to live in it.
Yeah.
You got to live, breathe, and then die by it. Mm-hmm. So let's just get into the serious stuff, and then we can do the fun stuff. How about that? So, Scott, when did you start Cheese Parade? You know, when did this whole thing fucking...
So, in high school, there was this show, Robot Chicken.
Oh, I've seen it, yeah.
You know Robot Chicken. And I was like, I want to make a live-action Robot Chicken. Mm-hmm. And me and my friend Pat were like, all right, let's start making videos. And so all my friends would come to my house and we'd film little clips and we'd release them in like compilations called 15 Minutes of Your Life. They were like these little short clips. It was kind of like TikTok before TikTok, but I was like putting them on Facebook because like I wasn't even smart enough to put them on YouTube. Like to me, it was like totally not like a career thing at all. And, yeah, one of my friends just like named it Cheese Parade. It was that was Taylor. So my friend Taylor, who was like a really great like writer, he's like me and him were like the idea guys,
right,
you know?
Right.
Is that random or is it like just because that's the general vibe? Like it is. Cheese
It was
parade?
totally random.
Okay.
He was like, it's just a combination of words, and I was like, I love it.
But do any of those like cheese or parade have anything in his life that like?
I don't think so. I think it really was just like a combination of words. But if you think about a parade, it's like a sequence of things that can all be unrelated to each other. So it kind of, a parade has that vibe of like an entertainment that is like this and now this and now this, where with like that sort of sketch sporadic.
Yeah.
You know, sporadic in the ideas. And it's got silly characters.
Yeah, it is. I don't like. I want to say like cheesy, like in a good way. Sometimes you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
Cheese Parade, it is a parade of like cheese.
Cheese in the sense that it's like comedy, you know. Cheese
Yeah.
isn't inherently comedic.
That's why they yell at
Food,
you.
it is.
Because it makes you gassy.
Yeah, and the moon is made of
And
it.
it smells.
Yeah, it has
It already
holes in
smells
it.
like farts.
Yeah, mice love it, and that's funny because they get into all kinds of trouble trying to get it. You know,
And then you
You're just describing Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, come
Tom
on,
and Jerry cheese, beautiful,
Cheese,
beautiful.
yeah. What else we got here?
Just free associating on cheese.
Yeah. What else?
mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, dude, you know,
Yeah, you know
my
it.
sketches are just like mozzarella sticks. You know.
You just pull on them and eventually they fucking snap.
Yeah.
Wow,
He found it.
he found it. He
I'm
did.
a poet. What could I say? Wait, back on that mouse thing for 1 second. You know, they love cheese so much that, you know, they'll go to a mouse trap. They'll see the cheese and they'll die by the cheese.
What is your cheese that you would easily go into a trap for?
Oh, that's a good
And
question.
you can't say women because that's like
God.
too easy. Yeah. I know you specifically.
It is too easy.
I would say mozzarella.
Oh,
It doesn't need to be
No, it
cheese.
doesn't need to be
though.
cheese.
It can,
yeah. I love the idea that it doesn't have to be, and it still is mozzarella
Still
cheese.
Sugar. Just
what?
sugar.
Straight up sugar?
Kind of me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, like fucking Mountain Dew.
But the thing is, you can get sugar.
Oh, it's 10 wings, fries, and a soda.
Like as a mouse,
Like-
you can't go to the store and get cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah,
Something
I mean, I wouldn't just put
For
my
me,
head
maybe
in
like
a trap.
happiness.
Yeah, but your head would be in a trap, so you
I
wouldn't be
know.
happy. I don't
Isn't that how it
understand.
always goes?
Yeah.
No.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for work.
Yeah. Okay.
But what if you love your work?
Yeah, that's tough, man.
I
Do
think-
you like your job?
So, I mean, I am an engineer. I'm actually an industrial engineer, and I hated school. But you know that show, How It's Made?
Sure.
On Discovery Channel when we were little? Like, that's what industrial engineering is. And once I figured that out, like 6 years into my career, I was like, I can tolerate this.
Yeah.
But on the other side, like, you know, like I do enjoy this. I hate editing.
Oh, yeah,
that is
yeah,
the
yeah.
bane of my existence. But this is like,
Yeah.
so if this can be your work, if making
Yeah,
sketches
sure.
can be your work and all that jazz, like that's a lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. I mean, that
Yeah.
just happened for me like 3 months
I guess
ago.
I should say, do you like your job? You know what I mean? Job is different than work.
I don't like waking up every day and going there
Yeah.
if I'm tired, but like it pays the bills and it's not a bad job.
Yeah.
There's so many worser jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got perspective about it.
Yeah.
You feel? Yeah.
I'm like an engineer. I work at the shipyard in
Mm-hmm.
South Philly. We build ships, dude. It's a cool gig.
But the worst part is waking up to the alarm.
Yeah, and like that should be like that's such a petty worst part of the day.
I know, but I gotta say that is probably the main driving force of my life. Was like I'm gonna
Not having to get up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like literally since high school. It was like I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure out a way to not have to wake up to an alarm. That was
Yeah.
like my one life goal, and I did it. With weddings was the real trick because weddings start in the afternoon. So I was a wedding videographer.
Not necessarily,
Oh.
dude. Sometimes you have to show up early.
Yeah, but like
That's
mostly
on,
not.
Yeah, that's on your accords though. You know what I mean?
And no one's calling you in.
Yeah.
To like,
And it's
when you're
also
a
not
freelance
every
contractor.
fucking day.
It's not every day. It's
Yeah.
most days it's not.
Yeah.
And then most of them start at like 1 or 2. But yeah, that not being able to be called in is also such a fucking luxury, dude. If you're like a freelance guy, no one can call you up and be like, "We need you right now." Like that never happens, and you can always just be
The
like,
thing
"I'm
is,
busy."
though, if you respect yourself and you do have a job and they do that, you could just be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm knee deep in some shit right now. I can't help you." Like if my
that's true.
If my boss ever asks me to do something after hours, I'm always busy.
True. Yeah, and then
And, like,
as you should be.
Yeah, it's my fucking life.
But like jobs like say you work at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
I
then you
would
can't
love-
do that.
Like I would love to right. I would love to take like a job at a coffee place like for 2 hours a week, you
Yeah.
know, just to experience it. But once you're in their system, you got other people calling you up like, "Can you cover my shift and stuff?" And so you can't do that. Like
I forgot about the politics of like
Yeah.
shift work and like having other people that, and I feel I was mostly the one being like, "Yo, dude, you want to cover me?"
you were the annoying one.
Yeah, I hated.
What shift job did you have?
I worked at a place called Food and Friends up on by.
Was it a restaurant?
No, it's little bottle shop by Rittenhouse Square.
Oh, okay.
So like they have like little grocery area and then like beer, and it was like honestly a fine job, but it was just
What'd
like,
you do?
I worked the cashier.
Cashier, yeah.
Mm.
I was a cashier at a grocery store, and that was the worst job ever.
It was cool in the sense that like you got to know people in the neighborhood and you had like regulars and stuff.
Oh, see.
But it was also bad in the sense that it was like really soul sucking sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
of
a cashier at a Gennardi's, which is like a big grocery store. So that's not like getting to know people.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just a constant stream of people whose like coupons aren't scanning and they're mad.
R.I.P. Gennardi's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're
They
gone
went
now.
under? Wow.
Probably, dude.
I think so. Dude, I don't fucking know. I haven't seen one in forever. Yeah.
Email us. Is Gennardi's
Yeah.
closed?
And living on the East Coast, dude, I don't think Jack in the Box is still going.
I think
Oh,
they might
no,
be
they're
around.
definitely still going. I'm
on the
joking.
West Coast, I think, because
Yeah,
I
100%.
interviewed for Jack in the Box maybe like 2 years ago as some type of position, and I didn't get it. It was too high level for me.
A sandwich engineer?
Yeah, maybe something like that. I come from Dairy Queen, you
Right.
know, so it's like I've done the cash register, all that jazz, and it's like, yeah, I love that industry, like talking to people and all that. You see, if you only did the cash register, that's like the worst part of the job because the money is like annoying.
Yeah.
But if you're like making ice cream or I don't know, giving people a fucking beer, I think that's fun.
Yeah. You like giving people stuff and like they're happy to see. Like I feel like the cashier's the one they get mad at.
Yeah, that's the boss.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I probably might have liked that job a lot better if I was like paid what I'm paid now. You know
Oh,
what I
that's
mean?
so true. That's
Money is-
so
yeah.
true.
Yeah. Like, yeah, of course. For a salary
but it's
and
hard
benefits.
to. Yeah, you don't even really think about that. How like that cashier job. When I think of that cashier job, I think of it as being horrible. But if I was getting paid what I get paid to film weddings, I'd be like, oh yeah, all I have to do is stand in this one spot. And
There are
although
some-
it would be nice if I had a stool.
There are some service jobs that are like absolutely terrible. Like,
Oh, for
like
sure.
fast food. That's fucking trash.
I think the more that you're having to. I mean, for me, it's draining to deal with people.
yeah.
Well, then, but also like when you're like, for example, at a restaurant, you're not only dealing with people, but you're also dealing with your coworkers in a very high stress environment. So like people are fucking dicks and people are
Yes.
like mean.
You're
because
working
they're
together a lot more.
Yeah.
Closest I've been to that was like a pizza delivery job, but it wasn't very like. There were some like fighting over which deliveries because you know which one's got the best tips.
Oh,
But-
tips, dude.
But I mean, that's-
But mostly people just stuck to the order and the system, you know.
Do you think people would get better tips because why would it was just random, right? It wasn't because it can't be personality based. You don't know who it is, unless do people give cash tips?
Yeah. They gave they wrote it on the receipt or they gave cash tips. But what are you saying? You're asking like, was it based on your service at all or based on
Well,
who
you
were
were delivering, right?
Yeah, it didn't really matter though.
Yeah.
It
At
was
that
just,
point, like it was just like
you got there as quick as you could, and they usually gave you $5, but then like some people didn't give anything.
that's
Some
my
people
standard
were
tip,
like-
$5 for delivery. Is that bad?
I think that's. I mean,
Unless it's far, like I don't order food from far away on principle
I just
because
don't
I don't
get
like
food
making
delivered.
people drive.
yeah, I go out every time to retrieve it.
Yeah.
It's like a fun little quest.
I go out and get my food too.
Yeah.
I mean, I take my skateboard. I go for a little ride.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What if it's raining?
Then I make food.
Yeah.
What if you don't
I never
have any
do delivery.
food? You
Is
never
it
do
'cause you're
delivery?
cheap? Are you cheap?
I mean, I grew up Indian, of course.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm cheap.
Yeah.
You're not
I will
cheap.
spend
Yeah,
anything
you're.
on anything.
We can tell by just the way that you're dressed. You know.
Yeah.
Look at Bob, dude. Are you kidding me? He's got
That's
Cheez-It
true.
socks? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's so true. Yeah.
Fuck out of here. He's got cool pants
He's
and a
got
Phillies
these
jersey.
pants. Yeah. He
And,
goes-
and a dope haircut. Get the fuck out of here.
I go into Target and just to browse.
Now I will suck your dick.
I mean, yeah, I'll do anything twice, dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Look at you guys are both like so stylish, and
Yeah.
I'm just like as plain
Well, the thing-
as
I
can
just-
be,
I-
which is
but
not
the
like
thing
it's
that-
just interesting.
I
Well, this is
dress
my
like
show.
this
I got to.
because I like it. You know what I mean? You don't like this stuff, so you don't,
yeah.
you're true to yourself, and I'm true to myself. Everybody should be true to themselves.
Wait, George, you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, this is also the thing. When I had a girlfriend as well, I always wore fun shirts. But now I just have a cold bucket of fun shirts. Like when I go out, I usually just wear a Good Times B shirt or a black shirt.
Do you know why I wear these shirts? Because I get so many compliments on them, and I'm just like, hell yeah, dude, this feels great. And I'm like, now it's my personality.
Yeah. I once was that guy, and then I fell apart.
Yeah.
And then I made merch, and I was like, this is gonna be my lifestyle for the rest of my life. But I do have some really cool shirts back there. That's what I'm trying.
Do you think you'll eventually? You're single right now.
Yeah.
Do you think the shirts are going to come back out when
I
you're in a
think so.
relationship?
Yeah, I think
Isn't that interesting? Like though, because you're gonna meet a girl. And she's gonna like the version of you that doesn't wear the shirts, and then surprise, now you're this shirt guy.
By the way, I'm a shirt guy.
And she's like already too deep in now.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, "Fuck, I didn't realize that this was his whole thing."
But I'll be like, baby, change is good, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I like to fly under the radar. I like to be like, I like to hide my strengths. I like to be like, oh, he's just he's as normal as can be. I like to seem as normal as possible. I think that's an advantage.
I agree. But George and I have this. We're brown, so it's okay. Like it's.
I want people to
I got
notice
you.
me, but don't talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't bother me.
Like I want them to see I can dress with fashion.
I think that you did like step on something there too, like because like I don't know, like traditional like Mexican like attire for men is like pretty like flamboyant and like colorful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I just realized? I think that if I dressed really flashy, it would not look as good because I'm white. It'd be like I'm showing off how fucking awesome white people are doing, on like a subconscious level.
Could be.
It's like I want to hide. It's like I don't have no desire to show. If I'm doing well, I don't want anyone to know.
The thing is like,
because
but like,
not that it's like shameful or I want to hide it, but it's just like I definitely don't. But I don't know what kind of stigma that is. I just don't want to seem like a douche.
What it is
but you guys don't.
No.
But I think there may be some subconscious
What are you
fear
trying to
that
say,
I have.
yeah, I'm doing that a bunch.
No, there's a time and place to look flashy, and doing
Yeah.
the Bobcast is that.
That's for sure.
You know
true.
what I mean? But, like, when
I'm jealous of those pants.
Yeah, the pants
and
were
by
good,
the way,
fine.
in my own house, those pants for
Yeah,
sure,
and-
and outside of my house, I am a pajama pants guy.
This is not pajama though. These are pants. Feel them.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what's amazing.
Feel
about
that
them,
fabric.
though.
Yeah, it's like a real.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Just like
Wow.
it feels thick.
And since
it looks
it's,
thick.
it's for a guy 2 times the size of me, it looks flowy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's nice. But I get also what you're saying, like that fucking if you're when I start doing really well, I'm gonna really start dressing down because I don't want anyone to rob me. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I'm
Are you a watch guy? You think you'd ever get like a nice watch?
No, I'm gonna get tatted up.
Oh, you're a tattoo guy.
And that's about
Do you have any
it.
tattoos?
No, not yet. It's just because I don't have the funds to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
I have so much other things to do.
Yeah.
And just right now, the funds aren't. I want to get start with a leg.
Yeah.
And a good leg, you know.
That's the easy way to start.
It is interesting how far you've come without getting one.
Yeah.
You're an older guy for being someone who wants a tattoo and still hasn't gotten one. You've made it very far.
Yeah, well, my mom doesn't want me
She
to
doesn't
get...
want it. No, you're gonna disappoint the shit out of her, dude. She's gonna be like, "What did you do?"
Yeah, and Scott, in real time, I'll tell you, I am disappointing her. We're disappointing her.
Does she listen? Mom, are you listening?
Yeah, Mom listens. While she makes food, she'll watch. Say hi to Mom, guys.
He's a nice boy. Don't be disappointed.
This boy.
She's not disappointed. There's no way she's disappointed.
No, she's not because I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you're fine, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're cooking.
Maybe like just because you don't have like a fucking wife and kids, maybe it.
Well, I used to have a beautiful brown girlfriend, and I was up here in her eyes.
Oh.
And
Yo, so here's a bit that I've been wanting to do on stage, but like, you know how like, and this is like in Mexican culture, like brown culture, I think like brown women get upset when brown men don't date brown women, and it's just like, yeah, dude, we had brown moms, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we know what it's like. Like people are always like, yeah, date a Latino woman. She like cook and clean. It's like, yeah, but then she's also like really mean to you while she's doing it.
But you know, as I watch my dad get older, he can take the heat, but my mom is still cooking and cleaning. You know? So I was like, you know, and they're having fun. I think it's a problem when the kids are in the house, right? The kids are the problem, and
We see the worst part of our parents, the
Yeah,
worst side almost. That's probably not always true, but like we always see them in parenting mode.
Exactly.
We don't see them in relationship mode, so
Is
we don't
is
really
your
know.
dad also brown or is
yeah. I'm 100% Patel.
Okay. So my dad's white, right? So I think
Oh.
also part of it for me is that maybe I associate like Mexican women with my mom, and like I don't want to date my mom, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I also have an Indian sister, and I
I was going to ask the sibling situation.
Yeah, and when I had that brown girlfriend, I wasn't like, this is my second sister. You know?
No. Are you are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
She's 7 years older than me, so that she's like she's like 37.
And those are the only two kids?
Yeah, just us two, my mom and dad.
Does she have kids?
She just got married to an Italian man.
Oh.
So I can do this.
Like really like
Yeah.
from Italy
From
guy,
the motherland,
not like
baby.
a fucking South Philly piece of shit. Hey, I'm from Italy. How you doing?
No, they met traveling across the world.
Oh,
and they
that's
were both
sick, dude.
Like, yeah, it was really romantic.
Wow.
And
Are they gonna get married in Italy?
So they already got like married, like they
Okay.
eloped, and basically.
Oh shit.
And
Were your parents pissed?
No. Like Andrea's great.
I mean, just because they didn't get like married.
No,
like-
they are, but just for like the fucking green card and all that shit.
I see.
So
90
now
Day Fiance.
Yeah, now she's in Italy for a couple months, and then eventually they're gonna come back and do all that other shit.
Gotcha.
Do your parents? Where I was going with that is
Yeah.
like whether or not your parents have put any pressure on you to have a kid.
Oh,
or
of course.
Yeah,
know?
of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like-
Well, it's, because
yeah.
like my parents don't do that. I mean, my older brother had a kid, so that made it especially.
Yeah.
That put a
But
lot of
even
pressure. Took a lot of pressure.
Yeah, even before
Do you,
that,
do you
though,
just think that they were just like, yeah, Scott's doesn't.
I think so. I think they accepted it pretty
Yeah.
quick. And my mom was she was really good about literally telling me, like, I'm not going to use your accomplishments to like build up my own identity. So like, like I'm going to separate myself. Your accomplishments are not mine. So you can feel free to do anything. Never feel
That's a
like,
nice thing to say to a
yeah,
kid.
that's such a nice thing to say. It's something that I think a lot of mothers.
My mom was like,
I was,
if you don't
you know-
make it in stand up, I'm gonna kill you. Which is crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
My mom tells me to quit all the time.
To
Really?
quit stand up.
She quit all of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Hey, buddy, it is time. You know,
Wow.
come on."
It's time. It's time for what?
it's time to buy a house in the suburbs. And then I say, to do what? To do what, mommy?
Yeah.
And then she goes,
Do you talk like that to your mom? You, you code switch? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Switch with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I call her like big dog. You know, I'd be like, hey, big dog. You know? And she calls me like little puppy. You know,
Okay.
it's cute. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we have these real conversations. I'm like, what do you want me to do in the suburbs?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
who's
yeah, yeah.
out
That's
here,
like I mean, and also like, there's like families in the city too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess is it just like you gotta buy property? Is that like a part
No,
of it?
they just want me to hang out near them, and they're
where
retired
do they live?
out there.
Oh, they're retired. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're just like, they're living through you a little
Yeah,
bit.
they're like, basically, they're just like, come hang, come
Yeah,
hang, come
yeah,
hang.
yeah, yeah.
And I try to hang, but I try to explain to them, you know, like, I got to do a podcast. I got to edit. Like, right now, I got 5 in rotation. I'm looking to edit. You know what I mean? So it's like, today we're doing this one. I got to edit this one. So it's like, I'm busy, mommy.
Wait, you don't do them one at a time?
Well, right now, I've been starting to film Thursday and Friday. And then I got little.
You film 2 in a week?
I just lately. I've been up in the
You're
game.
turning it up. Yeah,
turning
do it.
it up.
Yeah.
Turning
I like
the
it.
magic.
Yeah, I like it. Do it.
Fish is dying.
Yeah.
Nancy, wake up.
Yeah. See,
fish.
your mom would hate this, but I would give the opposite advice. I would say you need to quit your engineering job. That's the only way that's gonna put your, because you're gonna be like, fuck, now I really have to make it work, and then you're gonna be desperate, and desperate
Yeah.
is good.
But I don't know how to like actually like look. I'll tell you the truth. You know, like I went through your YouTube, right? Congratulations, 512,000 followers, dude.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
excellent, dude. That's fucking
you.
proud. Do you have T-shirts out?
Not yet.
Holy
not yet.
shit,
I
Scott,
know.
what
I
are you
know. There's
doing?
still so many things to do.
I know, but this is so you can start making more money.
Oh my god, I know.
Why don't you have a t-shirt design?
I want to do it right. I want to do it like, because like I've fucked around with merch a little bit,
Yeah.
and there's just so many ways to do it. There's a way to do it through pre-orders where the shirts are higher quality and you make more money. So really, I just need to. I have designs. I just got to make that first big order. But the YouTube money just sort of started coming, so now I'm ready to make like my first real investment
Love
back in. So yeah, definitely trying to get merch. Probably, hopefully, I would think by like Christmas kind of thing.
Love that.
You should make Cheese Man plush.
Yeah.
There's a plush company reached out about
Really?
making Cheese Man plush. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and I reached out to a different company that they made a plush for and was like, yo, what was your experience with this company? And they never got back to me.
Yeah.
But I should probably just roll the dice.
You know,
on
it'd
it.
be fun too. A little Cheese Man action figure.
Oh my god, I know. You
Yeah.
kidding me?
Cheese Man stickers. Come on.
I mean, yeah, the fact that it's
Cheese
like,
Man head. There's so
yeah,
much to
the
do.
sketches were built around like this character was definitely like a good idea
Yeah.
for sure. Which, by the way, shout out to my friend Pat who designed that costume.
Hell yeah, Pat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that fish is swimming around a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh.
she is alive. She's just
Yeah.
struggling.
Maybe
Yeah,
she doesn't like being in a weird bottle.
Nah, she used to. I literally dropped her in the garbage disposal. Long story. But what I was saying is, I can't quit this engineering job until I start making money on this content. I have 500 clips out there, like on one social media. So extrapolate that against the rest. How much content is that? You know, like 40 some episodes out. But like, it's okay to grow this slow.
Oh, yeah.
The engineering job just allows me to fund all of this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Podcast is also like different.
Yeah.
Like that's a more of a, I think, a long game type of thing. Because like when's the last time you like listened to a podcast like when it was still like new? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's only for the big dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do that, but like, so that's what I mean. Right now, I'm just like, it's just like sustainable until I can figure out.
And that's key.
Yeah, until
That's
I can
key.
figure out how to. Like, I have merch ready to go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have like 15 shirts ready, just chilling, and I could start selling those, but it's like in reality, that's such a small amount of money, a headache. I
Yeah.
need to focus on content and just keep pushing and stand
Yeah.
up.
Well,
too.
well, what the engineering job really gives you is the ability to go as far as you can go without monetizing
Yeah.
as possible.
And I can move cities like comfortably. Like if I want to move to Austin, just pick up a little drafting job there. You know what I mean? Like 80K, nothing. Like just like chilling.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's still a good opportunity, and it keeps my parents off my back. Mm-hmm. And that's a big one for me to do all this jazz. Like,
Yeah.
they have to kind of be appeased.
Damn, dude, the pressure of the parents it's killer. That's killer, man. That's killer.
Yeah. But
It
it's
makes
okay.
me really grateful for I mean, so like my dad would never say that he likes my videos, but he would never go against them either.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But dude, they're not really like crude too much or anything. I don't think they're like bad.
Oh no, they're
Like-
definitely not. No, yeah, it's just like a general, I don't know, disconnect or something. Like my mom doesn't even really like. She doesn't get the humor of
Yeah.
it really. She gets some of them, but it's mostly just like now they're both actually like, okay, now that you're like succeeding on YouTube. Once I showed them like, look, real money is being
Yeah,
made.
yeah.
That parents understand that.
Of course.
Yeah. So once you get to that point, that's a fun turning point that I hope you get to.
Yeah,
you know?
we're working on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Have you ever invited your family to see your stand-up?
Me?
No,
No, me.
Scott.
The
I
sunglasses.
I did a open mic with my brother a really long time ago. I've invited my older brother to one of the Philly's Funniest.
Okay.
No, I haven't invited my parents to one. No, I would if I got to like second round of Philly's Funniest, maybe I would do it. You know, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep getting better and better at it. And so when they finally do see me, I'll be in my best possible. There's some jokes they definitely wouldn't love, but
Really? I feel like your stuff's not like crazy.
no, I just do some Jesus stuff. I just
Are your parents religious?
Are they really?
I make up yeah. See, that's probably the biggest disconnect with like my dad too. Not that they're like they don't like talk about it,
Did they go to church?
but they go to church. Yeah, they're churchgoers.
when
I
did-
grew up going to church every Sunday.
When did you stop going?
16.
Did your parents just give you a choice, or
No, I had to like say I don't think I should have to go anymore, and it was like really hard to do that.
Yeah, it was like
it was
big-
like devastating. Yeah, it was like
to them?
to them and
Yeah.
me, it's very emotional to stop
Really?
going to church. Yeah, because you really get like brainwashed. You really like the Catholic Church really nails into you that they are what decides what's moral, and so to leave the church feel like you just get this hit like, am I a bad person? You get really scared that doing this makes you a bad person. And so it's a lot to like work through and get past. And then I like, in college, I go through a phase where I like resent the church and I resent religion. And then you eventually work
What were you
past
doing in that phase of your life when you're resenting religion?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's like college, right? So I guess I'm reading other stuff. Yeah, what am I? It's
reading
definitely
about
college.
other religions?
It's early college, and yeah, but not like with interest of finding it. Really, not yet. And then I eventually found like Eastern philosophy type stuff, like Buddhism and like that, and then got really into all that stuff, like Alan Watts, Eckhart Tolle. Those are like names of authors, but that's like what I eventually got into that helped me stop resenting religion. But like first half of college, last half of high school, first half of college, I would say there's just an underlying anger.
Yeah.
Is really all it is. Young man stuff.
And you went to Temple, right?
I went to Temple, yeah.
Yeah. How did I know that?
How did you know that? I don't know. Yeah,
It's a
how much
deep
did you stalk me? Actually, this picture from your Instagram says otherwise.
This was you sleeping with that girl.
No, dude, I didn't sleep with anyone at Temple, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't lose my virginity until pretty late. I was a late bloomer.
Oh, I mean that's all right.
Yeah, what about you?
I lost it in like 12th grade, but it was really like, it was like peer pressure, society, like.
Oh yeah, you felt pressure to
and
lose
so
your
did this-
virginity.
So did this girl, so we kind of just did it. We were going to prom. It was cute.
Oh, it was a prom thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, but we
Wow.
did it before prom.
Did you make a pact with your friends that you guys would get laid by prom, or else? Wait, what was the plot
That's
to
it.
American Pie?
That's whatever. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what-
No, it's
Yeah.
probably by the end of summer before college.
But what happens if you don't?
Oh, there's
what I'm
no-
saying.
You're a
yeah.
pussy.
You get
Yeah.
killed.
Dude, they all just
They
made a
fucking
pact.
murder you.
Dude, let's all make a pact to get laid before the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking do it.
Oh, that was really funny. Yeah. No, dude, it was just kind of like I wanted to get laid before I go to college. Just me, myself, and I.
Yeah, me too. But it just didn't.
There's like a weird thing that
didn't
like you
pan
feel
out.
like you have to just so you're ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of.
or you just want to. Yeah, it's scary to like not have done it.
Yeah.
That time you're like, because you're just like, you just got to get past it. And then once you do get past it, it does get so much easier to just exist among
Yeah.
women.
I'm still scared to do it, dude.
Yeah. I'm still not
Jesus.
sure.
It's fucking scary.
I gotta touch you. Oh no, does this hurt? Do you have consent?
Yeah. Where'd you go to high school?
Oh, me? I grew up in Lansdale, so I went to North Penn.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Was it like how big the school?
Yeah, our graduating class, maybe it was like 1,000, 1,100. 10th, 11th grade, it was like 3,000 kids.
Whoa, okay, that's a lot. That's
Yeah,
pretty big. Yeah.
yeah.
What kind of kid were you? Were you like in a specific group? Were you already like a class clown type guy?
I feel like I was involved with everybody. You know, a little bit of everybody. I have all the skills, and then I was in class cabinet, so I had fucking seniority. I was in a special homeroom.
Did you do any sports?
Yeah, I wrestled, volleyballed, and then eventually I
shit.
fucking started snowboarding. But I always skated, you know what I mean, since I was like 7th grade. So.
I was a skater too.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I know. And you started making skate videos. Those were some of the first videos you made.
Hell yeah, dude. Good research, man. You fucking nailed it. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it starts.
You still kind of skate sometimes.
I've revisited it like 3 years ago. I like relearned how to kickflip, and then I was like, okay.
What is it?
enough.
Nollie big spin or fakey big spin? That's your trend.
Fakey big spin is a trick that for sure.
You
My
enjoy.
best trick is I do a fakey 360. But I do like a pivot, do like a hard pivot because it's hard to get all the way around, you know. So it's like I cheat a little bit.
Yeah, you got
but
these spaghetti legs.
I hit it smooth though, you know. Yeah, I don't really do that anymore.
You shred any type of pow?
No, I ski.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. That's why I have the ski goggles, dude. I tried snowboarding a couple times. There's something about the balance. I don't think Mexican people can do it. I don't know.
It's okay.
You just blame stuff on being Mexican.
Yeah.
Nah,
anything
dude.
that I'm not bad at, that I'm not good at, is because I'm Mexican. Yeah. if I was straight white, dude, I'd be killing this shit.
That's
dude.
possible.
Yeah.
I don't believe that theory because I can snowboard.
Yeah, but you're not Mexican.
I know, but I'm Indian, and we're like basically the same.
Yeah. No, that's that.
Mexican and
feel like-
Indian people are very similar in their just their whole lifestyle. Just work hard.
We like
shut
spicy
up,
shit.
Make babies.
Oh, you know what I was gonna ask you? I see you sometimes on Instagram eating like a goop, like out of a thing.
A goop?
It's like a candy, maybe. Do you know what I'm talking about? What is that? What is that? Is that tamarind?
No, that's cocoa fudge.
Cocoa fudge.
Well, we sold the Dairy Queen last year, right?
Oh my God! It's not even an Indian thing. It's just fucking straight up chocolate. Holy shit, dude! I thought it was like a fun Indian snack you were having, dude. Holy shit!
Nah, you know, one of you asked like the question earlier. Oh, like what is your cheese? And I say sugar.
Yeah.
That is like cocoa fudge. I
Cocoa
rip
fudge.
that every time I come home.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
wait,
good.
so like your parents just have cocoa fudge from the Dairy Queen?
Yeah, they have that in
Chilling
a
at the
bag
house?
of graham cracker fudge that I really enjoy too.
Nice.
Was that like growing up around ice cream all the time? Was that like a problem? Like were you always eating ice cream?
Oh yeah, but it's not a problem. It's like check this out. If you have a child and he's not eating, you can just be like, hey, eat some fucking ice cream. At least he got some calories, some dairy. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, whatever. And like, then eventually the child's like, I want to eat something that's not ice cream.
Yeah.
Because they start feeling real bad. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, can I get a beer?
Oh,
It didn't make your relationship with ice cream. You look like a pretty healthy guy.
So that's
you don't look like you are
Yeah.
only eating ice cream
not
all the
anymore.
time.
And the thing is, Scott, this is the thing. We got in the 8th grade. I was eating a lot of ice cream. I started growing these little man titties. This girl, Katie, I was dating, she was like, Bhav, your titties are just as big as my titties.
Ooh,
I know, baby.
hurts to hear.
So that scarred you.
Scarred me. I either knew I had to kill this bitch or hit the gym.
Yeah. And what'd you do?
I'm too cute to go to prison.
He
Scott.
did both, dude. He did both.
I did both.
He went to the gym and then he Chris Benoit
her
her,
dad
dude.
was too rich to do that. No, I've been in the gym ever since, baby. And since we sold it, I'm not eating as much. Like my problem now is like, I'll get 2 bags of M&Ms every, like, it used to be like family pack Chips Ahoy's, and I eat it with a mug of milk every night for like 9 months. COVID.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I was doing a lot of exercise. I was swimming, running, lifting every night. You know what I mean?
Did you ever have acne?
I did as a child.
Yeah, you seem like you got pretty clear skin.
You know why it is?
Why?
It's the Bhav balls, brought to you by Body by Bhav. Okay, it's an ice ball that you put on your face. It has face wash in it. You just rub it on your face when you're in the shower.
Is this something you made up?
Is this a real thing that you do?
What is
you
this?
rub an icy ball on your face?
Bob's balls.
And you invented it?
Yeah,
Dude, that's amazing.
Is this merch you're selling?
Eventually. So eventually I'm going to start a brand, Body by Bob. You know what I mean? It's part of the Good Times brand. And this ice ball is something I use. Look, what do they tell you? Men, we talk about skincare on this podcast all the time. They tell you eat good, exercise, drink water. That's going to give you clear skin. Eat all this fucking spinach. Right? That's what they tell you. Guess what? The Bob does none of that. You know?
And wait, no, you're saying it's an ice ball with
freeze if I have gathered it. You
sort of
freeze face wash, and then you rub the frozen face wash on your face.
And any other parts of my body that are experiencing a little bit of acne.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Is it like
interesting.
acne face wash, or is it just
Yeah,
like?
it'll be like CeraVe face wash.
Okay.
It's something real basic, but this is what it is. It's not the face wash that's doing the trick. It's the like when the ice starts melting, it gets a little abrasive, and that becomes a scrub, an exfoliator for us.
Oh, yeah.
And after, like, dude, I've been using like sure,
And I bet it feels good.
it feels good, especially if you're hungover. You get in the back of your neck.
So how does this work? You it's like a frozen ball.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, when you go to a nice bar and they give you that whiskey drink with a ball.
So you have some of those in your
You
freezer
just
right
buy
now.
that mold. You know what I mean? I'm giving you guys the game cheap. Don't steal it.
Wait. So then,
Dude, I don't know.
You
I might
like
steal
use
this.
one ice ball per shower?
Yeah, but sometimes if I'm feeling real excited, I might bring 2 in there.
Holy
Is
shit,
it
dude!
mixed like with
water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you're real fancy, maybe I might.
What's the ratio? Give me the exact number.
So I just do 2 squirts. You know,
Okay.
Bap,
You ever
bap.
think of putting a little aloe in there?
You could put whatever the fuck you want in there, George.
Okay.
George, you can put hot sauce in there. Whatever
What you're selling is the mold? What are you selling, Bob?
Yeah, what are you selling? That's
The
what-
idea, how to do it, the reason why.
So you already gave it to us.
Yeah.
But what
I
I'm saying,
want you just
you
to
got-
have better skin, and if
It's
I can
true. You
provide
gotta-
the vessel.
Okay, so but are you selling a product? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I will have just a fucking ice mold with Body by Bob and a commercial. And
Okay. I'm just curious because I think what's missing is you need to have a proprietary element.
Yes.
Because-
Nothing about this is
because
proprietary.
I could just go do this.
And
that's
I
the
want
Shark
you to
Tank.
do it. It's not.
Bob.
Yeah.
I don't want to make money off of this. I want you
Okay,
to
this is for the people.
This is for the people. And
Okay,
we'll always
I
remember
got you.
Bob,
Okay, I got
Daddy.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
know?
Okay, I
And
got
then
it.
we'll all just look pretty, and you'll come to a comedy show. I'm like, damn, look at my
And
audience.
I'll say Bob's balls.
Bob's balls.
Thank
It's all
God
for
for
the
Bob's
game,
balls.
you know?
Yeah, I
That's
got
what
you. I
I'm
got you. I appreciate it. Honestly, you're out here watching out for the common man, and that
Is it hard to hold the ball, or does it slip out of your hand?
Oh, that's the thing. You sell the glove.
yeah.
Sell
Some way to hold the
you
ball.
sell the
That's
ball.
what I'm
Yes,
thinking.
yes.
Nah. Sometimes it gets a little slippery, but guess what? You need to work on your fucking grip strength.
There it is.
Ah,
There it
okay.
is.
Be a man.
Yeah.
It's good for grip too.
It doubles as a grip exercise here. Yeah.
And dude, let me tell you something. You know, you can rub it on your legs, your shoulders. If you have a little, you know, even you can hit your butt cheeks if you get a little acne on there. You know.
Honestly, probably great for hemorrhoids. If you get a little hemorrhoid cream in there.
You know, it could be whatever.
up in there.
What I'm gathering is it can be pretty much
It can be
whatever
anything.
you want.
It can be
Yeah.
anything. It can-
Whatever you want to freeze into a ball, that's what this is.
say you got a drink and it's a little warm. You put a little Bob ball in there.
Why does my Mountain Dew taste like face wash?
Oh, that's just the Bob ball.
Oh, you didn't use the ice in the freezer, did you? Oh, no. Face wash is in the freezer. No. Oh, you want ice? Go to the bathroom for that.
Common mistake. You looked in the freezer. Yeah.
That's where I have all my beauty products. You know.
Yeah.
Keep them cold, motherfucker.
Dude, that's a pretty good idea. I was just going to talk about how when I gave up cereal, that's definitely what cleared my skin up. 'Cause I was
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
Never give up cereal.
No.
Eat cereal, use the Bhav ball.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. I agree.
Scott, now, do you think if you ever ate cereal again, it would make you break out, or do you think you're past the point?
I kind of do think it would make you break
Yeah.
out. You know, if I still eat like shitty Chinese food, not like real Chinese food from a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
restaurant, but takeout Chinese food, that'll make me break out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, random things. Just greasy or like high sugar dairy.
Which is interesting
content.
because you eat like Wingstop
I eat
all the
wings.
time.
Wings for some reason are fine.
He's immune.
I get away with
wings.
wings.
Are
Yeah.
fine. You know, it's just like fried chicken a little bit and with some sauce.
10 wings,
But
fries, and a
it
soda,
is
baby.
greasy. You know,
Yeah,
it
you would
is-
think
it's fried in oil. So
You would think the sweet and sour chicken, if that does it.
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something like you said with the sweetness.
Yeah. That sweet and sour
The
chicken's pretty
sweetness, the
fucking
sugar.
sweet, dude.
sugar.
Yes, sugar and cocaine have the same effect in your brain.
That's crazy.
And one you can sell legally, and one you can't.
So what are you? Do you want to change anything? Or are you like?
No. I just,
Okay.
Just commenting.
Do you think that cocaine should be legal
Just
or
an
sugar should be
interesting fact.
illegal? No.
I just thrown it in there.
Yeah. Just throw it out there, see what happens.
I figure, it's my show. I can do that.
Yeah, dude, sugar is fucking crazy though. It's definitely like if I had to give something up, it would be the hardest thing to give up for sure.
What do you still?
Yeah, what's your
I drink
vice?
soda. Like soda is just that liquid sugar, and I'm just like,
What's your
and
favorite
coffee.
soda? Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
probably.
Which
Yeah,
one? Do you
Coke or Mountain Dew, just standard Mountain Dew.
Do you keep it in the house, or is it just like when you go get food?
I keep it in the house.
Wow.
I'll get Sprite for
You tell
like.
me. You
He's
tell
an
me. Okay, do you
addict.
keep a 2 liter or do you keep cans?
I keep a 1.5 liter of Sprite. Yeah, and I get some
where'd you get
caffeine-free
cans, dude?
Coke. The thing is, you got to go caffeine-free.
You
at
ever
a
think
certain
about
point.
like a Coke Zero or like a Diet Coke or something?
I've gotten them. Yeah. They're just.
If you drink those enough, they'll just start tasting regular, and then if you go back to the regular soda, it'll start tasting like too sweet.
Yeah, that's true. I've experimented with all of them, but right now,
Get in there, dude.
Right now, I'm
Experiment.
definitely on a sugar kick.
You're in a big Coke phase.
Did you know
Yeah.
that Dr. Pepper actually is the first it took over Pepsi or some shit recently?
Yeah, it passed
Wait,
Pepsi.
really?
It's still
Yeah.
behind Coke, I think.
That's
but
fucking
past
great
Pepsi.
because I love me some Dr. P.
Yeah, it's
dude.
really nice.
Yeah.
It's for those sophisticated.
And
They
it
must
has a little caffeine too.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
you
must
know-
have other brands, right?
Dr. P?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Like maybe they own Powerade.
I'm
or
actually a
some random
Mr.
shit.
Pibb guy, so
Oh.
I bet, real talk, Scott, I bet Powerade, Dr. Pepper, all the soda brands are owned by someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a big chart actually, and it really shows maybe Pfizer owns a lot of this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's like 5
I mean,
companies.
Pfizer owns Cheese Parade at this point.
Yeah.
So
They're gonna try. They're trying.
they're trying. They keep emailing.
They keep.
They
emailing.
say no.
Yeah.
Stand on business, dude. I
Yeah.
think you should stand on business until the end, and you'll actually you'll receive so many bigger returns.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
dude. You want cheese man will fucking be able to fucking cheese on anything he wants.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Anything
not
he
gonna
wants,
sell. Yeah.
dude. I'm telling you, and it's so much more fun.
Yeah. As soon as I would be doing it for somebody
Although,
else, it'd be
okay,
like, now I need to make money
Scott,
for them. You know, that'd be the worst.
What
Come
if
here at
someone
9.
offered to buy Cheese Parade? What would be the number?
Right,
Because you
what-
could just start your own thing. Another
Exactly.
Thing. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. At a
It would
s-
just have to be like,
Yes.
okay, Cheese Man no longer.
At a
owns-
certain point, the ideas aren't precious, and I can always come up with more, right?
Yeah.
But it would have to be at least like $1 million.
A cool meal.
Yeah. It
Would you
to
do
be
it?
a lot.
Would you do it for 800,000?
Like okay, if they buy it straight up and I can go off and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
If I have to work for them, it's basically nothing. Basically, no number is going to make me do that. But if I can
Even
just
if they offered you $1 million a year, as the president of
no,
Cheese Parade.
yeah, even in that because
Okay.
I believe I can make more than that.
So if the
myself.
Sharks came in here
If the
and they
Sharks came
offered
in
you
here, yeah.
a partial ownership with you
Yeah.
as the president, you'd
If
be like,
they
no,
said-
go Sharks.
Yeah, if they came in and they were like, okay, you're gonna make content, except now it's under our umbrella, and
You're telling
we
me
pay
Mr.
you $1 million
Wonderful
a year.
gives you 12.
Yeah. I'd be like, because owning all the content, dude, that's where it's at. In the long run,
That's the thing, yeah.
you want to own everything
once
you make.
once you're at a certain point,
Yeah, because your
yeah.
content
Starting
makes
from the
money.
beginning sucks.
If it's good content, it can make money forever. So, like, if you're making
Yeah.
it and someone else owns it, then in like 30 years, you're gonna really wish that it was yours.
in
you know?
10 years, we're going to be like, you guys are still watching videos?
Yeah. Or they're all true.
You know what I mean?
True. Every video could also be worthless because they're like, oh, I saw this before it was a hologram.
Yeah, we're smelling stuff now. dude.
yeah.
We're smelling content exclusively.
Well, what is the next wave of content? What is the future?
Like probably just like very VR like based. Like,
Are we all getting trapped in that world?
Do you think
I
are
hope
you a
at a certain
metaverse
age-
guy?
I
you
hope
guys
so.
believe that we're gonna do
I want to
like
be
a metaverse thing?
Once I turn 85, I want to be plugged in, dude. Plug me right in there.
Oh, I mean,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
all about future video games, but in general, for content, I feel like I don't
What
know,
type of content? Like I feel like we're always gonna have a phone, right? Or are you guys ever gonna put a chip in your body?
I think.
No.
No.
It depends
pretty-
on how convenient it'll make things for me.
I'm pretty hard against it. I can't think of anything that's inconvenient enough.
I also don't believe like
Yeah.
it. that,
Okay,
like-
wait. If there was a chip that sensed when I was like about to stub my toe
Oh
and
my God.
and rewired my foot to
Yeah.
like go around it, I'm trying to think of things,
Yeah, that'd
problems
be
that can
incredible.
be solved, you know?
There will never be a device like that that doesn't have an alternative motive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
it's
not.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a fortunate thing, but
Yeah, they start selling ads in your dreams.
yeah.
So like
People
while
remember.
you're sleep, like I dreamt about Pepsi again. That's interesting.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you just sell like half your dream space, then it's free.
Oh, dude, can you imagine being able to sell your dream space?
Yeah,
that's a little
Black
idea,
Mirror, baby. There it
that's
is.
a little idea
That
for
is
an
a little
episode
idea.
of Cheese.
A little Cheese
Mirror.
Parade episode idea.
Oh, Cheese Mirror.
Do you guys ever dream? What was your last dream you had?
Oh man, dude,
I forget.
I have weird dreams that have memories of other dreams, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's almost like dream world is another place for me, and like that experience has its own memory. You know what I mean? Because then sometimes I'll like go back into a dream that I am like, oh yeah, that was from like years ago.
Oh, you're revisiting the
I
same world at
revisit
this point.
places, yeah.
Yeah,
And it might not be exactly the same place, but it's the same.
right. If dreams are
It's-
like Netflix, you're like going back to old shows and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
rewatching
yeah.
episodes and being like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't dream that much. It's a weed thing too. If I'm smoking, I'm definitely
That's
not dreaming.
people say
Oh, yeah.
that.
But if I stop smoking, I'll definitely dream.
That's fact. Like
yeah.
I smoke so much weed, and I never stopped dreaming.
Wow.
Never
Dude, if you
stop
stop smoking,
dreaming.
if you stop smoking weed, I bet your dreams would like
Be insane.
They'd probably be
Yeah.
insane.
No,
yeah.
but I've like stopped smoking
But
for
how
like
much
months
are
at a
you
time.
Smoking? I
You
think
never
that
noticed?
also-
Me, like
Yeah.
daily morning.
Dude, see, I can't. The thing about editing high, here's my process when it comes to editing and smoking is if I smoke, I'm going to edit so slowly. Like, it's going to just slow down everything I do. But
Yeah.
the real key for me is edit for like a couple hours, get like the main cut down, then take a break, smoke. Here's my process. Edit for a couple hours, upload a rough cut to my phone, don't even watch it, go downstairs, smoke, play Super Smash Brothers for like an hour, and then take out my phone and watch what I did.
It's always good to
And then
start it.
Yes.
Because starting it is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
starting a thing.
So start it before you smoke.
Yeah.
Bring in all your files, set everything up, make all the main cuts, but the refinement can take really long. But doing the refinement high, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just, at the end of the day, it's just watching it over and over again, which can be easier high.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
And you can do that infinite amount of times depending on how anal you are.
yeah, I'm very anal. It's crazy.
Eventually, you got to be like, "Hey, brother."
Eventually, it's 4 a.m.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
tell that to my
fucking do
boss.
it.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't know. Like for me, like I think ADD helps me focus my attention, and that's why I do it for anything creative. Because otherwise, I just be like not being able to focus.
Are you diagnosed with ADD?
No.
Are you diagnosed with ADD?
Nah.
Neither do I.
But I definitely think I have it. I like classic, like leaving cabinet doors open and shit, like all that type of shit.
Yeah.
What mental illness do we think we all have?
Dude, my thing with ADD. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Right, here's my thing. I don't think it's real. Well, no, I do.
Wow,
But
that's. Are you fucking Joe Rogan now?
no, here's what I think. Here's what no one talks about. Just that, like, if you can't concentrate on your work, I think we should also ask how boring is your work.
But-
if you can't concentrate on your boring job all
But it's
day,
not-
then you don't have a disorder.
But it's not just work. It's everything in life. You know what I mean?
But it's mostly work. No, because people who have ADD always talk about how they can fixate on stuff they're interested in.
But that's different. It's
not.
No, yeah, because it's part of it. It's like a fixation thing.
I don't see it, but I just don't get the difference because it's like, oh, you can focus on stuff that's interesting, and it's hard to focus on stuff that's uninteresting.
No, because
like, I don't
there's
understand.
things. For example, there's things that I do find interesting that, like, I won't fixate on. But for some reason, there's something about it that it just triggers your brain, and it's like that thing. I don't know. I don't know how to say it because
it's hard to gauge what is.
As a doctor, I think Scott is onto something. ADD and ADHD are kind of false. They're kind of like they can be fucking poked at and they can be like corrected when you're a child if your
Right.
parents baka, you know. But I think what we're talking about, not interested in the work you're doing, that is almost lines of depression.
Yeah.
You know, like I often when I'm editing am depressed. I don't like doing it, you know. But then I get now I line up all the audios sober. 'Cause
Yeah,
I can't.
that exactly. That
Wait.
kind of shit I'm talking about. Yeah, you have to do
Bob,
that.
what do you edit with?
I use Adobe, so
Do you have Premiere?
Yeah,
Do you know
Go ahead.
you can synchronize clips automatically?
So remember I told you before the podcast.
Is it because of that?
Yeah,
Dude, okay, that's killing you, dog. You got to get a camera.
I know, I know.
That's crazy, man.
You need a system.
Yeah.
I know. So right now, like the setup time is like 45 minutes. I'll like sit there, I'll line up everything, I'll like line up all the frames. Like since we're doing this one camera, it's like this one will be real easy.
That'll be easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like when I have like 3 cameras, like I don't know, I'm really close to changing the whole setup. You know,
make a reinvestment.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go back to, so you're editing and you're depressed. You're feeling depressed.
Yeah.
What do you think? What is it like? Are you just like, are you not satisfied with what you're making? Are you just like,
well, not that.
Yeah.
This is great, and I know the long term game. Like this is for stand up, right? I don't do this for the sake of podcasting. It complements stand up.
Okay.
So we have a bunch of stand up editing to do too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So there's a long line of editing, and I feel like it hinders me from doing the thing I actually need to be doing.
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because so it's so different for me because sketches for me are the product.
Yeah.
So when I'm putting everything into a sketch, it's the same thing as what you're doing for a stand-up act.
Mm-hmm.
But like editing a stand-up act is like editing a reel. That's not stand-up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a different job
Yeah.
than stand-up.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that, it doesn't feel like stand-up.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. It's like you're being forced to do this other job. But like that's what's so great about sketches for sure is that like I'm doing this is the thing. I'm not
Yeah.
promoting anything. This is the thing.
I know. Yeah.
That's what's like.
I need to figure
keeps
out
you
how to
locked
make
in.
the clips make money. You know what I mean? So it's like a way. Like, is it the fucking wording of the fucking?
Oh, dude, there's so much.
It's
There's
too much.
the opening image. That's the thing. The hook at the beginning.
Yeah.
Making it feel like a complete clip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what do you start with? Like if I were to say like, here's what I hate about women.
Yeah.
Start the clip right there, baby.
Yeah, but also I've also
Everyone's gonna be like, what? And then at this point, they're gonna be like,
You know what's
oh,
interesting,
okay. And they're
Scott?
gonna
That's
scroll
like
up.
your go-to example, and I think
No.
maybe you should change it to something else.
No, I shouldn't,
Yeah.
dude. I shouldn't because I'll tell you that is the ultimate engagement bait.
Yeah.
Talk to anyone who like knows, like men versus women and sexism is like the classic
Yeah.
engagement bait. It does not go. It's not easier than that. Like that's like why I always use that example because it's like I hate that. That's like what
That's
works.
what I'm saying. Like, don't, but like maybe.
no, it's true because
No, I'm pointing
Don't
out
go for that.
I'm pointing out that that's like how that's like
how society wants it.
or just like what gets people to stop scrolling. They go like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Or like, let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, no.
Either one is like, just keep scrolling. Like,
I thought about making a YouTube channel or like a page called curated content, and it would just be just forced like. I just write something like this. Oh, like, yeah, women are dumb hoes. And then some other dude will be like, yeah, they can't do math. And then some woman will be there and be like, what are you talking about? You know this, look at this math. And like, it's like all that like really red pill, blue pill content, but just like fucking real
Yeah.
bad, you know?
yeah. You want to curate all that content
And then-
into one place.
And I'll call it curated content because that's what it is. And then people will get triggered.
Mm.
And then hopefully they understand that this is satire.
Right. Okay.
But I'm hoping the anger is that from an engagement is from a real place. And then they come watch the Bhavcast and be like, this is what it really is.
Well, that's the thing is that ultimately, if you sell somebody on something else and it's not what the product is, then
Yeah.
it's not even going to matter.
Yeah, but okay,
You know?
okay. I feel
You
like
can't trick it. It's not a trick.
I know.
There's no trick.
That's why I'm like a slow and grind.
Yeah,
kinda
dude.
guy.
Like it needs to be a clip that is
Yeah.
very much the Bhavcast type of clip.
yeah, and we'll get there. I just like
Yeah.
sometimes like sometimes is it a thing about posting too much? You think?
I only post once a week, which is very low comparatively to like other types of things.
I think you can't post too much unless you're posting like multiples in a day. I think
Yeah.
1 or 2 a day is the most, at the very most, and I think 1 a day is kind of the most. that I would ever.
I think I'm shadow banned a little bit, to be honest, because I'll post a clip and it'll get like 1 view, and I'll be like, no way.
There's something in the content of that post that is kicking the algorithm, and it's not pushing it because of that.
I know.
I've experienced that before too.
What platform are you? Just
it
any
can
of
be
them,
just
or-
like any of them. I mean, just remember, I have like 500 clips per social media out in the ether. So sometimes like I've had like some clips do like 50,000 views. I'm not saying they're all bad.
Yeah.
But just for the amount I've put out, it's like what like I'm consistently gonna do. I used to do like 20 clips per.
Well, the ones when you look at the ones that do 50,000 and
Yeah.
the ones that do 1, is there any part of you that can justify like I think I can see why this one got shared
Sometimes,
more and why
yeah.
this one didn't?
Now, sometimes I'm really excited about one clip. I'm like, this is a banger.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is really funny. It's really insightful or something, and it does like nothing. And I'm like, the people missed out. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is a gem right here. And you like the other thing about some guy's dirty butthole.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Right. It's like not what you wanted to go off.
Yeah, because this is like stories. This is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you get something nice, juicy, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I need that out there.
It's hard. You really got to get that the opening, I think, is a big thing of it. When something does really badly, I think it's probably because most people scrolled up in the first second. It means literally
you really need a hook.
Literally the thing that they see at the very beginning, and what they're going to see is this is a podcast.
Yeah.
So, and they're seeing a lot of that. So the first sentence needs to be like something that is like relatable or some kind of question, like a moral thing, something that's going to make people be like, oh, where do they stand on this? Or I'm going to go to the comments about this topic, you know?
What about this? You post, like, we do a clip here, something I clip up. I'm like, this was funny. We're all laughing. Ha 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 ha. And then I just put jiggly tits at the bottom. Is that?
No,
no,
I think that's a bad idea.
Okay.
I think people are going to be like, he's trying to trick me.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe what you got to do.
It's true. And I get it.
I'm trying to get you to stick around.
Yeah, no, but see, what we're talking about needs to be enough.
Start playing
like
game footage on the bottom, like you see sometimes. Isn't like
Yeah, is that something like I heard that's what the young kids like? You know what I mean?
First of all, the problem with the tits is that once they go to your profile, they're going to see that that was the one example.
But
of
after
tits.
100 clips and there's 100 tits.
And now we're scrolling through, going like, "Whoa, this guy has a lot of tits." Yeah,
it's the tit guy.
Yeah.
And
Wow, this guy's showing boobies on the internet.
The game footage thing is usually people taking other podcasts and
it's never
re-uploading
that.
them.
It's never their own stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is all very, sophisticated business. And I just try to just keep creating.
Keep going, yeah.
That's all,
Keep going. And you gotta play to learn,
Yeah, I'm trying.
That's the thing.
I'm trying. You guys ever fuck with animation?
I want to, but it's very intimidating.
It is. I made a cartoon, 15 minutes. It basically took me like close to a year to learn it, but I learned everything high through I know the whole Adobe suite basically.
Yeah.
Character animator.
Character animator, After Effects, all the jazz. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's like, but man, that was quite a. I did 9 characters, like all these guys. It's called Jewel Boy.
Yeah, dude, those characters look cool.
Yeah, they're fun.
I want to check it out. Is that on YouTube?
Yeah,
Cool.
It's called Jewel Boy, but it's also something like that. I worked a whole year on it, very hard.
Yeah.
The 3 episodes or 4 episodes got to combine 300 views. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That can take a lot out of you.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. No, I've definitely gone through that same kind of thing. Yeah.
Sometimes when you think something's gonna land real hot and it doesn't, it's really annoying.
It happens a lot. And but even before it was all right, sketch every week on Cheese Parade, I would say in 2017, I made a 15-minute long compilation of short sketches that I worked really hard on, and it was this is a callback to what we did in high school. We're going to try that again, but now with higher quality. And I worked super hard on all of them, put them on YouTube, and got no views. Spent a whole year on it. Totally. But what I did do is take some of the clips from that and then repurpose them as TikToks. And then some of those eventually went off. So I wonder, have you ever tried repurposing your animation?
Not yet. But
Okay.
that's that's also you got to sit down and do it.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's just hard to get people to click on stuff.
Yeah.
So
isn't it crazy? What is it? What do we need it? That's what I'm saying. I barely stay on something.
well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like you. Everybody's just like
it's
you.
really just the hook.
And if you're watching your content and your brain gets bored for a second, it does not have a chance for anyone else. So you need to be really honest with yourself when you watch your content. If you get bored for a second, then you got to fix that because people's brains can't handle that.
Yeah.
They're literally all they're doing is trying to escape boredom. So if they think they know what they're watching and they don't need it anymore, they're done.
Yeah, I just try to, with the clips from the Bobcast, I try to just give them a complete thought. You know what I mean? And because sometimes it's not as entertaining, but it could be something worth it could
talking
be
about.
Yeah, or your story, something meaningful.
It might be
an
an interesting exercise to try to do one clip and see if you edit it in such a way that there's
a cliffhanger.
Yeah, or in the beginning, you say the meat of the whatever, and it's like, I don't know, just like reorder the clip and see if that does anything to it. You know what I mean?
I see.
Because that is part of the thing. Like if you're like setting something up, like no one's gonna
No setups.
you can't set up.
You got to start.
You got to
in the
start
bit.
with the juice.
Okay.
I always say that I don't know what this is better than I know what this is. Like if people are watching, if they scroll up and they're like, I know what this is, and like, oh, it's just these guys talking about this, I'm done. But if you give them a first thought that's like, wait, what are they talking about? Human brains are very fast. They're very smart. Give them something to do. Give their brains something to figure out. Give them a little puzzle. What are you even watching? Figure it out right now.
Oh, dude, am I like? So this is like almost what this thought gives me. It's like, if we need to get more Modelo's, we can.
Okay. Yeah, dude. I'm down.
But like, it's now you're asking me instead of being good times, you're asking me being menace, Bhav. Like you're asking me to be a menace. Like, all right, like we might be talking about something like, oh, I love Indian women, but Indian women can be hard or annoying. If I start the clip with Indian women can be hard and annoying, but I said this nice thing up front, I know what you're asking me to do.
There's also a difference, right? Because
like
you're taking clips from a podcast.
Yeah.
So like you don't necessarily have to start the podcast with like whatever. It's just like whatever the interesting thing that comes up in conversation, even just like put that up front, whatever. Or even just like he said, something that's like
no, George, you're asking me to be a menace.
You can't change what you say. So like
exactly.
The Indian women would be hard and annoying. That wouldn't work unless you actually believed it. Because you do actually need to present something that relates to that. If you're just saying it just to trick people, if people feel tricked at the end of your video, it's not good.
Okay, but like I'll be like, Indian women are annoying because they want you to be successful and a good person. But if I just clip that Indian women are annoying, now you see what?
No, but like in that situation, like people stick around to be like, what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And what do you mean?
What the fuck do you mean?
Like my mom, like how she wants, like, or they want you to be a doctor and some shit, and they'll really fucking, like.
The definition of success is a really interesting thing. That why is it always like doctor, lawyer? Why, or is it just money, or is it specifically doctor, lawyer?
It's like money and class, right?
Yeah,
it's like
credit,
both.
like,
okay,
like social status.
Yeah.
Social status.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I figured out recently a third one. Like my mom had like hurt her back. Maybe like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago now at this point. And it's really hard for them to go to doctors. And sometimes like they'll be like a white doctor or another type of whatever doctor. And they might like talk down on them or like just communication is not there. And they're busy people and you're frustrated because you're sick or hurt. And it's like not there. So sometimes if your kid's a doctor, then it's like, oh, you can tell me, you can, like, you know what I mean? It's it's there. Like you make the health insurance from your vagina.
Or if your kid's a lawyer, you can do crimes.
Yeah,
anything.
It is a convenient thing for your child to be. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, exactly. I used to do that punchline. It's like, oh, why would I buy health insurance if I can make health insurance?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it is.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I never had any pressure to be. Did your parents pressure you to be anything?
No, my sister was the successful one. So.
Yeah.
What did she do?
She's an architect.
Ooh.
And you just never.
Well,
you
she's
went
in
to film
interior
school
design
too.
now.
Is she single?
I mean, yeah, my brother-in-law died 2 years ago. So.
Oh God!
Yeah, let's go, dude. We're going there.
Oh God! I don't want to.
But she's older than me, so I don't know. But yeah, she's like. She's a boss bitch.
Right, and you went to film school.
Yeah, I went to film school. Yeah, my parents were always like, do what you love.
Yeah, do what you love.
I love. That's the white dad in you.
That's
the white dad. Yeah,
that's so true.
If I had a brown dad, what my mom would want me to be.
A mechanic.
Yeah.
We want you to get into lawn care.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, dude, roofers, dude, they make some.
They just drop
money,
you off
dude.
in front of a Home Depot at
HVAC,
5:30 a.m.
Be an HVAC specialist. That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Work
Get
on my
in the
own
back
time.
of this truck.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna change the capacitor. That's $1,200, please. Thank you. And I would talk with that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Dude,
to.
my boss's brother just quit his job at the shipyard and he started his own electrician company because he's a master electrician.
Nice.
And dude, I'm telling you, in fucking 20 years, he's gonna be rolling in dough because, okay, Scott's gonna be making these YouTube videos, right? He don't know how to fucking wire fucking shit. You know what I mean?
That's true.
What do you plug the
I'm gonna need to hire.
I'm gonna need a master electrician to come out here
that's
because you
so
think
true.
things are complicated now. In the future, there's gonna be wires everywhere.
Future wires, dude.
I love the idea of an electrician thinking there's gonna be more wires in the future.
No, everything's gonna be Bluetooth in the future.
Yeah.
The wires are invisible.
I'm a digital electrician. I can fix your Bluetooth. His wires, they're there. They're just invisible. You know that Bluetooth symbol is based after like a Nordic king or something?
No.
Yeah, he was like a real guy named Bluetooth.
Wait, really? His name is Bluetooth?
And that symbol is like a Nordic symbol.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I
Interesting.
didn't know that. What was he responsible for?
No idea. I heard that information went straight through my brain skull.
Yeah.
But he was like a king. He did
Yeah.
some battles probably.
There was another king named Aux Cable, and he fucking murdered him, dude.
He murdered Ox Cable. Yeah.
Yo,
Exactly.
you guys remember like being at parties and people fighting over the ox?
No.
Yes, I remember.
None of the parties I went to.
No.
Or just like
There you
some
go.
two kids,
Unrelatable,
like,
dude. Move on.
not
Yeah.
fighting over
They'll
it,
be
but
like,
being like,
"Beating the ox."
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
But when I would hear that, like I was in a frat at Penn State, so sometimes I would hear that and like that sound like give me the ox. Like, did you ever watch Finding Nemo? Like those fucking
the
seagulls
little
would be like, oh,
seagull,
and then I
yeah.
just hear ox,
Yeah.
and it would kill me, dude.
Dude, I feel like that
What
could be
was-
a dubstep song.
What was your frat that you were in?
It was AXP Alpha Chi Rho.
Okay.
You know, at Penn State.
Was it chill or what
Was
the
it
deal
all
with that?
other Indians? Is
Nah,
that okay?
it was
Because
a-
I know some frats are like cultural
Yeah, like
frats.
There's not.
ND.
Is there any Mexican frats, dude?
I don't know. I got swindled into this one.
How'd you get I always think
Did
it's
you
weird.
feel swindled?
Yeah,
I
now
think-
I do.
I always
okay.
think it's weird, like when brown people are in frats, because like to me, a frat is the whitest thing that can ever exist.
But it's
Yeah.
not. It's not because there's black frats and black.
But to me, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you in a frat? Do your own. Call it
Honestly,
something.
yeah,
Well, it's
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's Greek. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all
It's
of-
literally white. But you know what? Oh my god, dude.
Not
Like,
that there weren't black Greeks. I'm just saying, like, there's like
Filming,
make it cooler. Make it cooler than that.
dude, they do make it cooler. Filming weddings, like I remember filming like a black wedding,
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
they would
right.
have
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
you're right.
sorority, and they all have like dances.
That's
like,
cool. That is
yeah,
cool.
and they don't like announce we're gonna do the dance now.
They
It's
just
just
get into
all
it.
night, dude. They're just fucking going in and out of these choreographed dances, like the frat and the sorority.
That is cool. I mean, obviously, a black frat's cooler than a white frat.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm just saying, like, why
Yeah.
not? I guess the I have an issue
'Cause
with this,
choreographed
like,
dances.
the symbolism of it. You know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
The Greek thing, I never thought of that.
yeah,
I never
yeah,
thought
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
For me, I knew my best friend growing up. His older brother was in this frat, so when I went to Penn State, he was like, "Oh, come here."
And like Penn State's also like such
Yeah.
a frat heavy
Well,
place.
I was so prude when I went to college. I didn't really even know. Like, you know, like they talk about Animal House. Like, I've still never seen that movie.
Yeah.
I don't really like. I just like I came there. They were like, "This kid's fun." They're like, "Let's try to get him." And then I was like, "Okay." And then the first lineup came, and this fat guy was yelling at me, and I was like, "My mom goes harder than this." Like in my head, I said that.
Right,
And
right.
Eventually, I became pledge master, and I showed them what hazing was.
Oh damn,
And,
dude.
Like we didn't beat anybody up. Like
Yeah.
but like you want to talk about mental fuckery? Like how can you fucking haze a kid for like 4 or 5 hours on a lineup? Just fucking like I smoke a whole pack of bogeys, just fucking the Bhav,
Yeah.
And then the next day, I had a kid literally call me and be like, "Yo, you know what? I need some math help, and you're like one of the only engineers, and I help this kid with math." So
Yeah.
like during the day, like the week, Bhav is great, pledge master. But when he gets fucking blacked, I'm fucking, bring the pledges down there. Who wants to haze these guys?
Yeah.
Like, let's fucking.
What's like a hazing? Any memorable like hazing
Fucking
techniques?
step
I
on
think
their balls,
I'm a
dude.
pioneer of hazing in our household. Look, some
What
fun.
was your favorite one?
Okay,
Yeah.
we did this like. Character building wise, we did this thing called.
You were building character.
Yeah.
We were
How'd you
building
build
character.
these characters?
This one was called the electric fence, and you basically tie a rope around 4 trees, and all the pledges have to go over the rope while still like holding each other, like whether it would be like a leg touch or something.
Okay.
And it was really cool, like to watch like kids try to figure it out.
Yeah, working together.
And then there's always brothers around being like, find the scissors. And you have some dumbass being like, okay.
Yeah.
Get the fuck back
Dude,
over
that's
there.
fun. That's like a team building exercise.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
so we
fun.
had one of those, but my proudest moment was like
when I straight up pissed on a kid.
Yeah, and then I sexually assaulted them.
Nah, we never did anything gay or beat them up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm telling you for a fact.
You made it fun.
Yeah.
You were like, it's going to be fun. Yeah.
So one of the things they love to do during a lineup, like I think all houses do this. It's classic. Like the kids will come down the staircase and they'll line up on the wall and scroll order. And scroll order can be like any way the pledges are assigned. Maybe it was the way they joined acceptance into their bid, or like however cool they are, whatever. They line up in an order, and when the kids are coming downstairs, usually all the brothers are like howling, stomping their feet, calling them, you suck, whatever, right. So I had this great idea. You know,
Bhav, you let white people do this to you, dude?
I didn't know. I didn't even know when it happened. I was like, "Wow, what is going on?" I was in shock the whole time, dude.
Man.
For a semester, I was shook,
Yeah.
and then
And you were talking in that voice as like a defense mechanism.
I was like, "Well, good girls were liking me, so there's like a fucking what is going on?" You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I figured it out many years later, but. Then But so okay, everyone's yelling, but then I was like, blindfold them right in the attic. I was like, you guys find your way down the house and into the scroll order. And when they got down there, I told all the brothers, be quiet, be quiet. Don't make a sound, Shh. And then, they're fucking, they're disheveled. It's like during Hell Week or something. And then I fucking start walking slowly, but dragging my Timbs on the floor. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, suspense. And then I turn on a hot light, like a fucking construction light, hot light. And I just go into the tallest kid, Firm, who's like, he's so nice, but he's like he's jumpy, So I just yell in Firm's ear, just.
yeah, startle him. Make him think a little bit about what could happen.
Jumps and hits the ceiling a little bit.
Oh,
it's
shit.
a little low.
Oh, wow.
And that set the tone. We yelled at them, and then like a lot of brothers were like too hammered, so they went upstairs and like.
We got too drunk to haze.
Dude, we got to get drunk
We're
for
too
this.
drunk to haze.
Are we hazing tonight? Dude, I'm already pretty
I
drunk.
can't, dude. I can't. I already had 4.
You gotta get drunk because it's an awful thing to do.
Yeah.
It's the only way we can feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
So all the guys are gone, and then I was like, the president at the time, he was like my Indian buddy, and we're still friends, right? So he was like, don't let them take their blindfolds off. It's gonna look bad for the brotherhood. But I was like, nah, dude, I got this. I told them take your blindfolds off. I was like, you see, there's no one here. That's how much we don't love you guys. I was like, pack your shit and get the fuck out of here.
Dude, that's funny. Yeah, that's good because it's like more of a psychological jab.
Yes,
it really is. It's like you don't even deserve attention. Boom, baby.
Everyone's tired. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that cares. Look at me. And then maybe I start doing. Sometimes I would just like do a little blow, and then I would just start doing push-ups out of punishment because you guys suck. I suck.
Wow.
But I'll do more push-ups. Just get turned. Start knocking them out, dude. I could do like 80 push-ups.
You're just working out, dude. Dude, I'm gonna haze the shit out of these guys. I'm so good at hazing, dude. No, dude, you're just doing squats,
What's
brother.
Bob doing? He said he was hazing them.
We told him he was the pledge master.
I don't know, man. Dude, he's getting pretty jacked.
And yeah, that was the extent of it. It was a lot of fun.
One time we went on the treadmill, dude. It was fucking sick. We did burpees. I did so many more, dude. They stopped. They left. They went to get Burger King, and I said, no. I got more burpees to do. You guys are making me do this. I love that idea. Just the guy that thinks he's hazing, but he's actually just...
Yeah, dude, that's what it was all about. You're making me suffer. The whole house is like your pledges suck. They can't clean. So no, one thing I really love to do is if they didn't clean the house well on Sundays, I'd make them walk the whole house barefoot.
Well,
This is your responsibility because it's my home Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
I live there.
Yeah.
So I would like it to be clean.
This is what the pledges do. They clean the house on Sunday. You have a big party Saturday night.
You know, third. Like
How
actually,
are the frat parties? Are they fun?
Yeah, they can be a good time.
Yeah. Did you get laid at the frat parties? Did frat guys get laid? Was everyone getting laid?
Yeah,
was that the whole
everyone was
thing?
getting laid.
You guys getting laid? You guys
I mean, because I know
getting
that's the whole point. I know that's what they're trying to do.
Some
so.
more than others. You
Yeah,
know what
of
I mean?
course,
I
of
was
course.
like in the middle. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I was learning this whole culture.
Yeah.
I was blacking out a lot, and sometimes if you're too blacked out, how are you gonna flirt?
Were
with
you,
them?
But you were excited on a Saturday night when the people were
Did you
coming
not
over.
like drink a lot in high school?
No, I wasn't even allowed
Not
to
at
go
all?
to sleepovers or anything.
Not even like with a buddy.
No, especially not with a
Not
buddy.
even with a, not even
Yeah.
with a. What about a
Dude,
stranger?
that makes it worse.
What about a strange man? Wow.
When did you start
Wow,
drinking?
That's crazy. Your parents
When I went
literally
to-
wouldn't let you go
Yeah.
stay at a friend's house.
Nobody's.
Like, we're gonna watch Jaws. No.
They're like, what are you gay?
Maybe, Mom, can I go? Please, fucking go hang out with my fucking friends.
No.
There's gonna be 6 girls there, dude. I promise.
Nah, it wasn't happening. It's
Wow.
like, I learned this because of this. You come from another country. You have
Yeah.
this child. This is your life, right?
Were you born here or
I was born
okay.
here, yeah. And you know, honestly, they took my sister back to be born there. So
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. Just show everybody. Look, we made a baby.
Nice.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
It was a family thing.
yeah, but for
Check
me, it
these-
was like, oh, this was the experience to have a baby in America is so much easier than a third world
Oh,
country.
yeah, no doubt.
So I was like born here, and you know, I don't know where that was going.
Yeah.
Where was that going?
Yeah, where were we going when you were born?
I asked him. If
Oh, because you're so precious, right? Like they come here and everything.
Yeah.
They don't want to just let you go off to some family's house that they don't know. And like when we were growing up, like people smoked cigarettes indoors and shit. You know, people were like harder.
Yeah, they were
Back-
protective of you,
Yeah.
basically.
So you don't like get to, and like college was the first time I ever got to go, and I was like, you know, like I was like the first time I was drunk, like 3 natty ices. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What is this?
But that's a weed thing.
Yeah, it's a weed thing.
So you're afraid that that'll happen on because
Well, but
let me
also
just say that I've had anxiety attacks and paranoia on weed, but never on acid. So I'll just say that
Yeah.
that for as a
I've
as
done-
a plus to do acid,
Yeah.
you know.
I've done like shrooms like drunk and a little high.
Yeah,
Like
mix
the-
them together. Yeah.
Only time I've really done shrooms is like on this podcast 3 times, and then once really trash with a girl. And
Okay.
Every time, like I don't remember the whole thing. Like
Right, because you're mixing it with other
Yeah.
stuff. You got to do acid during the day and like walk around the woods or walk around the
yeah,
beach.
like I heard be out in
yeah,
nature.
just
and
be
shit.
in nature
Yeah.
and just
yeah,
like
it's not like a sit at your house.
it's not a party.
Yeah.
It's not a party drug. It's,
In fact, yeah, I would hate to be at a party.
I
on
don't want to
acid.
be at a party. Yeah, people
Although
do the
some
concerts.
people,
I don't even
go
wanna-
to concerts and shit, and that blows my fucking
I don't even
mind.
want to do that. I did half a tab at a concert, and I was like,
Was it
"Get me
bad?
out of here!" I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I just people in all directions, a huge line to pay $8 for a beer.
It would be
I'm like,
fantastic
what is
if
this
it was
place?
just you and the band.
Oh, that'd
you know
be
what
fun.
I mean?
I like
Yeah.
that. Or if I could just like walk and be in the
Yeah,
woods and then
when
come
I-
back.
when
Like
I-
there's this like I'm stuck thing.
When I'm
that you
in
really wanna avoid.
doing psychedelics, I become very aware of other people.
Yeah.
Much more so than like when I'm sober. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like I'm very tuned into everything and everyone, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. You guys are taking up too much space.
Oh, you think they're taking up too much space?
Especially like people that I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't like being on psychedelics.
I feel
around
like I
strangers.
am them more than ever. You know, that boost of that empathy boost of like, wow, we're all just one thing, dude. Like this stranger, I'll go up to him and fucking hug him.
Yeah.
But not at a concert is when there's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna-
I mean,
that's
in
what-
like a crowded situation. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, I
imagine
got
going
you.
to like the Phillies game
Yeah.
on acid, dude. That'd be fucking rough.
Yeah, to me,
That'd be crazy.
Maybe once I get to the seat, and I'm looking at the field. I'd be like, this is fine. But it would be like I'm fine, but this isn't where I want to be.
Yeah.
I would always rather be somewhere around nature or something. The beach is like top
Beach is
tier.
great,
If
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
gonna do psychedelics, if you're gonna do acid at the beach, cannot recommend it enough. That's definitely.
Do you like to build some sandcastles while you're doing that or some shit?
Oh,
What are
yeah,
you
you play in
doing?
the sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I sit in the. If I'm tripping at the beach, I'm sitting and letting the water wash over me, and you start to notice like more little critters. there's more critters than you realize, dude.
Yeah, there's
and when
little
you're tripping, when you're
sandworms.
tripping, you're like when the water washes back in, you see all these little critters, and you're like, oh my god, this is a whole like ecosystem
Yeah.
here. And then you start picking up the sand and making drippy castles, and sand is insane, dude. Like it's soft when it's wet, and then it's hard when it's kind of wet, and then
Yeah.
it's soft again when it's dry. It's like, I don't understand it at all.
How does sand work?
Sand is insane, and you just kind of just like sand is a crazy thing to play with. The ocean is also just so big, so it's very calming.
Oh yeah,
it's a natural calming effect.
Well, we're drawn to the ocean because that is not our natural habitat. So it's something that is like, hey, come to me where you will die. You know,
I think we like it because we feel small around it. You know?
I think also we like it because we were floating around in water in the womb.
Wait, what was that?
When we were like babies in the womb, we were like
Oh,
floating around
yeah.
in water.
Dude,
So I
look at
think-
that. We all have different theories on why we love the ocean.
Well, some people hate water. Some people don't like the ocean.
Some people don't like it, and those people are fucked
Yeah,
up.
dumb
dude.
fucks. Don't if you're out there
Yeah.
and you don't like the ocean,
Bhav Nation, if you don't like the ocean, I don't know what to tell you.
go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. So let me ask you something. Tell me about you guys both like cats or something like that. Or you guys have cats?
I got cats.
I
Yeah,
have
got
cats. We both
Yeah,
have
we
cats.
Yeah, why you guys both cat people?
I used to have a dog, and then my dog died. Dogs and cats. Here's the thing: a dog is more of a commitment than a cat. 100%. You can't leave a dog at home for 3 days, but a cat, no problem. If it has food and water and a clean litter box, no problem. It's like I wouldn't do it all the time, but like it is like 100% a commitment. Like even for the day, like if you have a dog, you have to like make sure that it gets taken out to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
I have a cat, and I find it highly annoying. I would put my cat up for adoption.
He's not your cat.
No, well, he's me
Oh,
and my
I guess
roommate's cat.
Jim is your cat.
my cat, and we got another cat. And ever since his new cat came, they've both been more annoying. And the thing is that I'm home all day, so I'm the one that feeds them. So they annoy me for food
you're
all the
the
time.
dad.
Dude, I want to get rid of these cats so bad. Like
Wow.
I don't like having cats.
That's a hot take, dude.
I know.
Start the clip with
Start-
I don't like cats.
Dude, I fucking hate cats. It's just that, like, I want Jim. Jim's my cat. I want him to have a good life. Like, I like him in that sense. But I just am like, I would rather just be alone. I would rather not. Sometimes I feel like he takes over my house from like 2 to 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, dude,
What does that fucking mean?
that means that
He's a
he
menace.
wants to eat at 4. And I'm in my room at 2, and I know that if I go anywhere else in the house, he's going to be incessantly
Between the
meowing
4?
at me. Yes, and it's really annoying.
You guys don't have an auto feeder?
We do, and you know what? He used to respect the auto feeder, and he used to not bother us. He used to not bother us. And then this, my old roommate's girlfriend, I'm going to call her out. She came over and started feeding him treats and ruined him. And just fucking ruined him. Now he thinks he meows at people and he gets food.
Dude, that's the problem with these type of animals. You know what I mean? You can't give them too much attention. You can't let girls around these animals.
Dude, it ruins them.
If you want to raise an animal right, you
Yeah.
fucking just only have dudes around it. You know, hard ass dudes that want to use them for something.
If you
Gotta give him a job.
If like were you like super on board with getting the cat, or were you just like, okay, you guys?
I was the last one who gave in. They all wanted a cat.
So then this makes sense. You're not an animal guy.
But I do love the animal.
You don't want to
I
have
don't
a
wanna take care of
responsibility.
him. Yeah, exactly. I don't want the responsibility, yeah.
So, which is probably why you should also not have children.
Yeah, you know what really put it over what made me get him was that we had a mouse.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh
That's good.
yeah,
We had a mouse problem, and I was like, all right, fine, let's get a cat because at least that solves that. And it does solve that. He does catch mice, and that's
Yeah.
cool.
They do. We
Yeah.
at the shipyard. We have plentiful cats, and we have no rats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They eating good in the neighborhood. Or
Yeah,
they're not.
yeah.
Who knows? Who fucking knows?
I think I just like all animal. Like I'm a pet guy. I like pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs, cats, a rabbit. I'll fuck with a rabbit.
Dude, you know what? I'm actually about to spend $300, I think, on a dog puppet because I think I want to make a video about a guy who like falls in love. Not falls in love, but I want to make like a story where someone loves a dog and the dog dies, and it just makes people cry. I for some reason, I
Wait,
just have that in me.
So
like,
you want to make?
I want to make a video where the whole point of the video is just trying to make people cry.
So this is
always
not a
think
comedy
that's sad
sketch.
It's not a
Okay,
comedy
okay.
sketch.
Yes.
It's like I'm gonna use every filmmaking trick I know to get you to cry. I'm gonna use this. I have the stock song already.
What's
so
the saddest
beautiful.
movie that you've seen recently,
The saddest that I've seen,
or like the one you had the most
that made me
emotional
cry.
reaction to recently?
Recently is tough. I rewatched Soul. That made me cry a lot.
Okay.
Inside Out. You know, Pixar
Classic,
has a few
yeah.
bangers. Definitely Inside Out and Soul are the first two that come to mind. Why? What do you?
Recently, probably what was that? Iron Claw.
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
wrestling
Into it.
movie.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I don't fucking cry. They got one tear out of my ass.
Which part was
Wow.
it?
The end, dude, when the mom was like, I'm not hungry or some shit. And I said, damn, you ruined this good mother.
Oh.
You killed all of her fucking sons.
It would be something related to a mother.
Yeah.
For you,
The part for
wouldn't
me,
it? Wouldn't it?
the part where he's
I'm figuring you out.
Yeah. I am a mama's boy.
It's
You
also
got a mom thing going on for
the
sure.
fact that your paranoid hallucination
Yeah,
is your mom
Yeah,
is
yeah,
insane, dude.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's a breakthrough.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I mean, it's the thing is, she's not showing up to be a menace. She's showing up to correct.
Of course.
It's the internal monologue of you're doing something not good and you should be doing better.
Yeah.
And
It's almost like when Scott stopped going to church.
Yes. And then you just got to make that decision in your life that your parents don't actually understand.
Also, parents are just people.
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
wrong about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they don't know.
The quicker you realize that they're wrong about a lot and that you got to make up your own sense of right and
Listen,
wrong.
I'm 35 years old now. I think I'm smarter than my parents are now. Maybe not when they were 35, but my parents don't know shit now, dude. They get scared to go to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
But don't you get sad? Don't you get sad that they
No,
get scared?
because I know like my mom is like a bad bitch. Like I know
okay.
She's
I know
fine.
it's all like
She's going to be fine.
it's like a
She's killing
weird
it.
like lack of confidence thing. It's not like if I truly thought my mom was frail or you know what I mean?
Right.
I would be like, yeah, but like no, dude. She also lived in Mexico City, so I'm like you. I guess it's like they recently moved to Philly like 2 years ago, and I'm like, Mom, you lived in Mexico City. It's way crazier there. You're fine.
Yeah.
But she just got used to the suburbs, dude. She became a white woman.
Yeah, it's all right to be a white woman. They live a class of high luxury.
But she can cook Mexican food, which is
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I was going to say that's definitely where my parents will they be like I don't know anything about cooking, but like neither does my dad. But at least my mom is capable of cooking things. My dad probably knows much more about money than I do.
Yes.
So they're both smarter than me in their own ways. But if we were like, yo, who can make the funniest video?
My point was,
I'll
Well, you're
I'll
supposed to be
probably
a
win.
team. You
they,
know what I mean?
they get dumber when as they age. They become. It's almost like they regress as we're aging. Do you know what I mean?
I understand what you
know
mean.
what I'm saying?
Well, at a certain point, they get comfortable is what they get.
Yeah, like it's like you start being like, who are you?
Yeah.
This is not the person that was my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because when you're young and hungry, now you're out doing your own thing as an adult. So it's like the stakes for them are much lower. They're not worried about messing up your life. It's
Yeah,
kind of in your
that's
hands
true.
now. When they're young, they're worried about messing up your life. And so the stakes are really high. They're working really hard based around that. So that's
That's just some fucking parenting bullshit. That's all that is.
Are you going to be a parent? You want to be a parent?
You know, if it happens, it happens. And I'll be a great daddy. I'll be like, hey, child, don't
Yeah.
do that. You know? And
That's all it takes, dude.
That's all it takes, dude.
Why aren't parents doing this?
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that.
Try this parenting hack.
If only someone had told them fucking Columbine kids.
I-
Don't do that. No one ever did.
I was literally
Why
about to
did
go
no-
there.
yeah.
Were you about to go
Yeah,
there?
my brain was like school shooting, okay, like the web of like jokes.
Oh, here's an interesting fact. So every week for the last 2 years, a toddler has shot somebody in America.
every week for the last 2 years.
Yeah, a toddler has shot somebody.
Wow,
That's fun, right?
yeah.
that is fun.
You know what's crazy? I want you guys to understand this. My mom was so protective. She would, every day when I would leave for school, she would literally watch me, right? Like,
Yeah.
my backpack. There was no time to put a gun in my backpack. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you guys.
Yeah.
At no opportunity did I ever have a time to fucking shoot up a school.
Did you feel like your mom didn't trust you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a hurtful.
She still doesn't trust.
Dude, that's a hurtful thing. That's a hurtful thing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I felt that I remember feeling betrayed by my mom for not trusting me, and it felt like my friends know me better than my mom at this point.
Yeah.
And if we don't have trust, then what even is our relationship?
Wait, but like when?
like in high school,
Okay, yeah.
Like in
Well,
high
the thing-
school,
the thing
I
is-
didn't drink or smoke in high school, and if I went to someone's house, I'd have to like call home to like let her know I was there, and she would like suspect that I had been drinking.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah.
Is that just because of like the way your brother was?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my older brother was much more of like a rambunctious guy.
Yeah.
But it still like it was hurtful to me as a child for sure.
Yeah.
I
So-
never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. We're untrusted by our mothers. It's a hurtful thing.
Yeah. She trusts me now though.
Yeah.
We've
I don't know what I can do to gain this woman's trust. to be
No,
honest.
no,
I don't-
yeah. Well, you live a pretty out in the open life. You know, you're broadcasting all of your thoughts unfiltered. So there's nothing to not trust.
Exactly.
Twice a
It's
week.
like, yeah, it's like, here it is.
Yeah.
You're seeing it.
And
so.
I have a good job. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not in jail. What else do
Yeah.
you want from me?
Exactly.
I'm chilling.
You're honestly, you're crushing it.
Thank you. Do you want to be my dad, Scott?
I'm your new dad.
I'm coming home with you
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Nah, because
By the way, we celebrate Christmas now.
he'll get annoyed when you get hungry, so you don't want Scott as your dad.
I don't eat too
Me?
much, so.
Yeah, based on Jim's interaction with you. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not a cat.
Yeah, that's true. He can probably feed himself. He probably does not meow at me. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. I thought you were a cat.
I'll
Yeah.
meow at you for other things.
No, see, I'll be his dad because he supports himself financially, and all I have to do is say, "Good job, great job on that podcast."
that's-
Thank
on the
you. That's all I
podcast.
need.
I've always said babies would be great if they could financially support themselves. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. Get a job.
That's the
you
one
fucking
thing.
toddler.
That's the one thing.
you can you tell me you can shoot someone, but you can't get a fucking job.
You can shit your pants, but you can't get a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Babies used to have jobs.
They used to.
Back when we were a country, a real country.
Factories.
Yeah. Are you guys voting this 2024?
Yeah,
Let's get you out of here on
got to.
this.
You got to. You got to.
Yeah, I'll vote. I'll vote.
Is Trump going to be able to vote from prison or run from prison?
Yeah, I don't believe in consequences for rich people, so I don't think there's going to be any consequences to anything Trump has ever done. It's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, that's just like when I heard he got convicted, I was like, okay, like that literally means nothing. I was like, all right,
I'll believe
let's
it when
keep
I
going.
see it.
I just
you know what
and
I
I
mean?
just don't believe
Yeah.
it at all. So I'm just kind of like,
Love that.
yeah,
Guys are voting.
whatever. Yeah, we're
I
voters.
mean, like, yeah.
I don't. Trump's all about money, and that's kind of like not my kind of guy. Even though he is funny, I enjoy his like. He goes on the funniest rants, man. Like
he's the
fucking
best.
It's
like,
unhinged.
dude. He'd had a recent one. It wasn't that recent, but where he's like talking about He's at Gettysburg, making a speech about Gettysburg,
Yes.
and it has the
Beautiful
energy of a kid who didn't do his book
book
report.
report. Yeah,
And he's just like Gettysburg. It was a battle. It was a beautiful battle
Crazy.
in a lot of ways.
Beautiful stuff happened.
Big battle. Big
Some
goal.
say the most beautiful battle.
Yeah, he's just saying nothing, and it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But I just what he stands for, I always win and
It's-
I make
it's just-
money, and
it's
I
not-
don't like that kind of guy.
It's also just not funny because then he was a president.
I
You
know.
know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
great if, like, talk show, like, just
Yeah.
do that. Just
yeah,
go. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah, I'm just not big on that. Like money is awesome energy.
Yeah, I know. We're at the point in this life where we have to do the lesser of two evils again.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and that's kind of the way it just always is.
You know, sometimes what I feel like I've come on this recent thinking is like, okay, like Biden, we think he's good, but sometimes he's like very awful.
No, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. He's a fucking piece of
And
shit
Trump,
politician like
We
everyone
think
else.
is awful,
And it is awful.
and it is awful.
So there's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
transparency in Trump, and I'm starting to feel like, okay, you know that thing where he went to fucking wherever that hurricane was, and he was just balling those paper towels off. And we all got really upset about that. Like
I don't even remember. There's a million fucking things he did.
Yeah, but
When you
that-
said hurricane, I remember when he added to the hurricane map.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. He
Yeah.
added to his. Oh my
Yeah,
God. I
because
forgot
he
about
said that it was going to hit a city that it wasn't,
And then
so
he's
he
like,
added to the map.
We got to make this
Just
adjustment.
insane behavior.
yeah, but like, you know that stuff is like triggering, but it's also like. This is not his wheelhouse, right?
No.
His wheelhouse is like getting in those meetings where he's like, "Hey, I am."
Yeah.
You know.
But he doesn't have to lie. I just wish he would be like, "Oh, I was wrong. It's not hitting this city."
Yeah.
But he's just never going to
Well,
do that.
it's an ego thing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
his character
Yeah.
is somebody who's
it's
never wrong.
It's a character.
Yeah.
So I think if we could all just remember it's a character. But Biden is just sleepy. He came to the shipyard for a speech.
Yeah.
And
No, I know.
he was
No, but like to be fair, they're both old.
They're old
They're
geezers.
old
So
fucks.
old.
Like they're in that regard, like they're both the same mental. Like
no,
as
Biden's
far as like
not as together.
you don't think so?
I have to say, I do think Biden's slower for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
I
Trump
think-
is at least quick with his quips. Biden,
I don't know
could
though, but have
quip
you
if
like he
dared.
doesn't make sense though.
neither of them
No,
do.
he doesn't.
Yeah,
no.
Trump doesn't make sense. He just keeps blabbing.
Yeah.
Like he literally says things that grammatically don't make
But
sense.
the ability, at least he can do that. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think
We'll
both are
see.
equally
Isn't
as
there a
bad.
debate? When's it?
It must be.
I think there's
soon.
one this
Dude,
week.
I don't think anybody should be president that is fucking 80.
They should
Yeah.
vote. Neither of them should be
both
president.
yeah.
We're pretty
Well,
sure
what
about
I
that.
definitely don't want is Kamala.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I definitely don't want
Oh,
Biden
you think
to
Biden's going to die? I mean, I haven't heard her talk.
The thing is, she's pure evil.
Is she? Oh, I remember she's like a big prison system hero.
She is Indian. She is black, but she don't do anything for nobody.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
How you gonna be?
At the same time, though, do you think Kamala Harris will deport immigrants?
No.
Yeah. And
Yeah, she's definitely not worse. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think. You know how right now that whole thing where they brought immigrants in, they shipped them to like another city.
Yeah.
This
to New York.
is very bad behavior. That's like very bad, like for human, like just whoever thought of that was.
Yeah.
Come
Not
on.
thinking them as humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I just think sometimes their intention is so good, but their execution is so dumb that I think, let's not even have the intention there sometimes. Yeah, Trump is just like, don't let these guys in. It's better not to let them in rather than let them in and just toss them around here, there, and be like.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I
I see
mean?
what you're saying. Yeah, and I understand what you mean about the transparency, where it's like at least he is like just being.
You're seeing correctly.
You get what you expect.
Yeah.
You get what you expect. Yeah.
I mean, they're both bad, though. They're both bad. I want to kill myself, but you can't.
I would still definitely go Biden because the news was so annoying while Trump was in office.
There was that thing.
It was like every day. It's like, can you believe it? Yes, I can believe he said whatever he said.
It's
I can
more,
believe it.
to me, it's more embarrassing.
Yeah.
For
the country.
the country.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to vote.
You're gonna non-vote.
Yeah, I'm just tossing the hat in this one.
Yeah.
You know, YOLO.
There's probably a lot of people. I bet it'll be like the lowest turnout ever.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised.
We're all confused.
It's pretty bad.
You know who I'd vote for? Cheese Man.
Yeah.
Cheese man for prez.
Cheese man for prez. He doesn't talk, so he
doesn't
can't
talk.
So he can't ship away immigrants.
What's my policy? Nothing.
Dude, no policies.
No policies.
Yeah, he stands in front of a thing and just drops a banner that says no policies.
No changes.
We're gonna do nothing.
We're
That's
gonna do
actually very
anything. Honestly,
conservative. Yeah.
doing nothing at this point
Sometimes
would just
nah,
be-
dude. Liberals would hate that. Dude.
I know, but
We gotta fix things.
well, also liberals also don't know how to do anything.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, but
They-
Cheese Man can do it. He's a creature, so who knows?
That's true. He
He's a
can
creature
turn
of
things
habit
into
and
cheese.
doing and turning people into cheese.
He'd be the first cheese president.
Yeah.
Which
and
is something.
it'd be the best.
Yeah, he'd be the best.
Cheez-Its, Cheese Man. We did it. You know
We
what I
did it.
mean? He did it. That's
He
what we
did
need to do.
He did something.
All right, fellas.
right.
Let's get out of here on this. Scott, George, thank you guys for coming through. Put it here.
Yeah, brother.
Of course, brother. Put it
Thanks
here,
for having me, man.
George. This
Fun
was
time, dude.
awesome. Tell the camera, deuces.
Deuces?
Deuces.